Hello viewers, thanks for tuning in. For this video, I would like to point out a few things Autoworld got it wrong in this Mustang Boss 302 Laguna Seca. Keep in mind, this is the Laguna Seca, not the regular Boss 302. But first, let's see the positives. It has full painted details, which is great. They got the nose of the grille right, finished in red. The regular Boss are body colored, while all Laguna Seca has red accents like the grille, roof, spoiler, and wheels. They incorporated the matte black panel that connects the taillights. Rear valence and diffuser are also finished in matte black. Dual tip exhaust, and I'm impressed with the full gas cap in the center, the map of the Laguna Seca Raceway in California, which is accurate to the real car. The spoiler is not actually correct, however, despite it being red, because the Laguna Seca has a larger spoiler. This happens to be the smaller ones found on the regular Boss 302s. The next thing they got it wrong is the wheels. They did paint it in red, but these are once again the regular Boss 302 wheels. The Laguna Seca has a different wheels with red accents, which I will show you later on. Next up is the interior. It is missing the additional gauges on top of the aircon vents, just right there. Autoworld didn't bother some retooling, but I could be nitpicking at this point. Alright, last one is the rear seats. The Laguna Seca doesn't come with back seat, instead it has a red X-brace for added rigidity. But this Autoworld is simply a regular Boss 302 with Laguna Seca paint and decals. It's a bummer. Now, this is the Laguna Seca. You can see the black paint, the red accents throughout. The wheels is obviously different. So what I want to do is try to replace them for a more similar looking ones to the best of my abilities, and add the prominent front spoiler. This could be tricky. Alright, first up is removing the wheels without drilling. In order to do that, I need to slowly make some adjustment in this area so I can pry them off gently. Now there isn't much wiggle room to begin with, and I am just trying to be creative here, so bear with me. There is a possibility of damaging the wheels, so it requires a lot of patience. Having done so gave me enough space to insert this flat head screwdriver and pry them off as delicate as I can be. Alright, it is looking good so far. Now for some front chin splitter. If you have these tags when you buy some new pants, shirts, or whatever it may be, this can be handy, and I will use this as my own tooling of the front spoiler. This Hot Wheels version happens to have the right splitter. I will simply base on it, drew a shape out of it, then simply cut it. Here it is, painted in black using a marker. It's a very cheap trick. Next thing to do is place it under the lip using some adhesive or even glue. It will work nicely. Now for some new wheels. I figured this Ford GT from Greenlight has the right spokes, or somewhat similar to the actual car. As good as this will be a donor car. Sorry GT, but this wheels now belongs to the Laguna Seca in a few minutes. Alright, it's time to paint some red accents on these wheels. I'm using this acrylic paint because it is not permanent. It can easily be rubbed off when overlapsing. This is still tricky though because of how small it is. For the most part, it's the inner side of the wheels needs to be painted. It's not that complicated, well, maybe to some. Whoops, see that? I can quickly rub off the overlaps of the paint. And for some reason, my camera wasn't working on my way on finishing the process, but here it is now, sporting the new wheels. I think it is closer to the actual car now, save for the rear spoiler. I might do something about it in the future. This also has disc brakes, and luckily it fits like a glove on this Mustang. But the rear brakes are much wider than the front, which makes it protrude a little bit. But the car does come with staggered tire setup. So there you have it, the Boss 302 Laguna Seca. What do you think of this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.